Alright, I'm back. I have still got about an hour and 20 minutes I can spend on this right now. Let's see what I can accomplish down in here. Now I know this much. This path for this grid might be a valid solution, but it doesn't permit me to actually walk across and get to the exit that you can see there. So I'm probably going to have to redraw it at some point very soon. But for now, I want to tackle the grid stuck in there. Yeah, I mean, the first ley line that I found was a fairly complicated one. It's just like, this looks particularly magical. Or what I need to do is solve this puzzle up close and then back off to draw in the answer, because the exit tab is tucked away in that top right corner. It was one of the ones visible from the village that starts in the manhole circle. It's just like, this looks like the start of a line. I click on it, and sparks fly. You can watch it for yourself. I'm sure the look on my face was fascinating. Okay, these are squares. They are not stars, they are squares. So I just need to keep the white ones separated from the black ones. And those two pieces... Okay. So here's the question that I find myself asking. Do the black squares, or at least some of them, have to be bundled in with the Tetris pieces? And as far as I can tell, the answer is yes. Yes, they do. Might be picturing this incorrectly, but I draw the line. You have to go between those. No, wait a minute. If I link them up that way, I've gotten so used to trying to mentally, move all the pieces around, but I do actually have to include both of those cells in what I draw here. I need it to not go all the way across the grid, I think. I don't think I can make that work, given where I need to exit this thing. I should probably start drawing the line from here, even if I can't finish it from where I'm standing. I wanted to do something along these lines, have the exit be up there, but then I realized I'd be abutting this wall again. Although I suppose I can easily give that a workaround, right? All I would need to do Yeah, I'd have to separate those as an extra. No, 5 in a line can't be done. That would not solve it. That would be breaking one of the pieces. Hmm. Hmm. A line needs to be drawn in here. That's unavoidable. The exit's in the top right corner. I will have to back off a bit in order to actually draw the line, because I can't reach that corner from here. I'll have to draw the line from here. Oh, thank you for the host. I appreciate that. See, I actually can get into the exit from here, but yeah, it's a little easier to visualize the puzzle from a little bit closer to it. Due to the way that this piece is anchored against the wall, it very much limits what I can possibly draw here. I could set it up so that, for all intents and purposes, the vertical piece travels through here and the horizontal one through here, but the result of that is something that's going to stretch all the way across the grid. So I'm going to have an issue drawing in the lines afterward. The problem is this, needing to include that segment. Which would be really easy if I just, left this piece here and went around that, but then you're going to run straight across it. I suppose one thing that I could do, I could put the vertical, say, over here. Horizontal could go like that. No, wait, as soon as I do that, it doesn't work. So it would end up being like that. The problem now is the very beginning. So if I put the piece here, I'm forced to have the wall here, and that means I need to link up into it right away. I don't get to delay it. And then I can't separate out the squares in the bottom. Yeah, the way this one was designed was pretty solidly restrictive. I need to draw a line in here. How is that compatible with what I need to do with the Tetris pieces? Can't sever the pieces. I would want to draw something along the lines of this. But actually that doesn't solve that problem either. No, I'd have to seal it off. Yeah, I kinda needed that corner for something else. So that sort of pattern doesn't seem to work. I can't go back and get the line I need in here. I must be a state employee. I am not going to pretend to have any real insight at the moment regarding what he's trying to tell with this stack of office furniture. Of course, part of me wants to link the whites together, but then I end up with an odd corner that, although would work well for the Tetris pieces, doesn't work so well for the line itself. Maybe he just liked building forts out of couch cushions when he was a kid. I don't know. I think a lot of us can relate to that. Have a little parity issue. Yeah, actually, that isn't even lined up correctly. That's not the right number of cells for the line in the first place. This puzzle isn't sitting in a rubbish bin because it's unsolvable, is it? Oh, wait a minute, this is the right answer. There we go. Okay. Okay, I've got it. I just need to back off and then put it in correctly. Okay. Yes, that is right. Okay. Now, can I actually... draw it in? Oh, come on. There we go. Right. And... nope. Between them. Between them. There we go. That activated a wire. Not sure what it's connected to. Connected to something. Alright, let's try to draw a better path here. One that I can actually, ooh, nope. It that way, though. Lots of ways of drawing this path. Lots of them. It's just a matter of drawing in ones that are useful. Can get nice and close to these now. And it actually does skirt around that. Oh, glorious! Look at this. Okay, so that's 3 squares, that's 2. There's the start, there's the exit. Probably gonna be one of these on every side of this central tower. That looks like it's really not gonna work. But maybe with just a slight alteration. Oh, come on! Angle is obnoxious. Oh! Wait, this could still maybe work. Let's cordon you off like that. And then I can... No. Darn! How do I deal with you? Grr! I can't put this one on the other side because then I'm changing the shape of the Tetris pieces. Adding an extra cell to it. Yeah, damned if I do, damned if I don't. I might need to come up with something shaped entirely differently. That should work. And... ooh! That one seems to have gone all the way to that door. Or panel. What have you. Not that it's moving. At any rate. You're barely visible from here. Let's do this. Let's do this instead. Alright. Classic square separation, but we have some dots within. Still pretty... What? Okay, so we seem to have a hold issue. I have to click where the grid should be. How obnoxious. Frickin' You're a tool, Jonathan. You are a tool. What? So this corner is a tilty 3, that corner is a straight 3. Yeah, I have to move the mouse cursor over where the grid is supposed to be sitting to actually draw the line. Ooh. Okay, so you're in my way. That's, not something I was anticipating when I started this line. That is a tilty... Hold on, I see. If I do... you... Oh. Because then I'm not going to be able to get back down and do the one on the bottom. Oh, I can actually merge these together. There we go. That's how to do it. Oh, and this one's scrolling! Oh dear, are those the purples are stars. Okay. So I need to... I need to not separate those. But they're in opposite corners. And notably, the purple star in the upper left corner here is forced to link into the outside edge of the grid. So I think that pretty much forces me to start with something along these lines. No, that's gonna end up with white and black together. There we go. That one's not scrolling! Amazing! It's also too far for me to walk. As a matter of fact, I can see there's a dot in this intersection. I can't see this edge very well at all. Oh, as soon as I click on it, the horizontal position of the cursor determines the speed of the grid's rotation. Jonathan! Anymore! Alright, it looks like I've got a triple straight at the bottom. That looks to be only 3 cells? Come on. But that omits the dot. Oh, I see what I need to do. With a slight alteration. Okay. We go around this piece like so in the corner. Good riddance. Might not be able to readily even start that puzzle with the way things are lined up here. I think I need to redraw the purple again. The mountain so far is curious. I've really only just started it. Can I get away with... No, I cannot get away with that. That is too much to get away with, unless I... Oh, I didn't actually separate those, did I? That is actually... gives me a good angle on those. Yeah. Oh, I could get looking straight on at it. And it's rotating. And I can't see the dots on it that I know are there. Ah, now they're blinking for me. Okay. This looks to be 4 dots? Or is there one in that side there? I can't... Ah! I need to ignore the movement of the grid and just look at the mouse cursor itself. Okay, so there's just that one that goes horizontal. No, there's two. Okay. It suffice to wiggle horizontally like this? Yes, it would. Alright, and looks like I will need to solve those and then get inside of there and do something in order to get this panel to slide open, feed deeper in. Well, let's take a look at these while we're here. Someone needs to fix his contrast. It's... Oh, you jerkhole! You bloody tool. Seriously? Is it something funky like the solutions can mirror each other? Or do I actually just plain need to try to see through this damn thing? Let's just draw a line, any line, and see what starts to glow. Okay, I see two dots here, and I see those both blinking. Where were the... Okay. Alright, okay, there's a dot there. There we go. Trial and error. That's a Tetris piece? I really need a path that goes closer to the edge here. I think I need to actually redraw this again. Let's see if I can find something I can do that goes all the way out there. I really should have caught these bugs in testing. Okay, so alright, so that's an elbow Tetris piece and it's in the corner. So there's only one way that can be handled at all. But it looks like I've got a black square and a white square right here next to each other, and those seem... Unless there's another Tetris piece hiding somewhere, that doesn't seem to be mathematically possible. You're still blinking! Oh! That must be a square then. Yep. Jerk. Whoa! What the... Seizure alert. Alright, Joan Wilder, write us out of this one. There's a dot there? What? There's a dot there. Oh! Are you serious right now? that has got to be a white square there. So all three of those should... It's just you that's blinking. Now, No, that leaves a white and a black together. There we go. Sheesh. Cute! LEDs. Oh, you're a jerk, Jonathan. What? Really? I didn't go through that, bro? Honestly? There it goes. Dude, it's tripping out! 3 down, 1 to go. I have to solve the main puzzle here to get me safely into that room. Which means the path needs to not cut through the center. How on earth does that work? Eric Dittmer, hello. It's like I immediately want to draw a line going straight through the... Well, here's the center. It touches the corner of this. Is it... Maybe it's possible to step across the gap. Maybe I don't actually have to connect it up all the way. Maybe that suffices? So I'm about to find out. How do I get the white piece separated out? I feel like I'm severely overcomplicating this now. Oh, it's so close, but... Please, don't other people start doing that too. That's how I would get... I wonder if... Oh, right. That clearly didn't work. Can this be cheated? Not that way. Alright. Might actually need this to go into this exit. That frickin' panel is still blinking. It doesn't seem possible to draw this path without going through the center intersection, because it shares a corner with the Tetris piece. There's some other mechanism to move that block, but I certainly don't recall seeing anything. I mean, I see that there's a lower walkway here. And see it through that window and all. That was probably the ideal perspective to solve that puzzle from, come to think of it. That is located suspiciously beneath the lines that I would draw here. Let me draw something, anything that'll be a valid solution. Seriously? Greeting, Scar. More people with the redacted thing. It's like the least funny running gag ever. Let me... Well, let's test that theory out. And well, thank you. Would have been a lot easier to solve some of these from up close and personal. Nope, I cannot step across. But then again, I might not need to. Actually, it looks like I will need to because... Oh, it's a mirror image puzzle. There are obstacles in the center. He thought of this. That's why that thing is placed there. I do actually have to get across in order to draw in the last segment I need. Yeah, there's something white in the middle. I need to draw the line, yeah. In a manner that I cannot do from here. Okay. I don't think I can Yeah, they won't let me select it through the glass. You? Big... Oh, hello. I didn't realize... Of course there's a path through it! Of course there is! Ah, alright, fine. Oh, you poor bastard. Alright, let's listen to the audio log.
The relation between the controller and the controlled is reciprocal. The scientist in the laboratory studying the behavior of a pigeon designs contingencies and observes their effects. His apparatus exerts a conspicuous control on the pigeon, but we must not overlook the control exerted by the pigeon. The behavior of the pigeon has determined the design of the apparatus and the procedures in which it is used. Some such reciprocal control is characteristic of all science. As Francis Bacon put it, nature, to be commanded, must be obeyed. The scientist who designs a cyclotron is under the control of the particles he is studying. The behavior with which a parent controls his child, either aversively or through positive reinforcement, is shaped and maintained by the child's responses. A psychotherapist changes the behavior of his patient in ways which have been shaped and maintained by his success in changing that behavior. A government or religion prescribes and imposes sanctions selected by their effectiveness in controlling citizen or communicant. An employer induces his employees to work industriously and carefully with wage systems determined by their effects on behavior. The classroom practices of the teacher are shaped and maintained by the effects on his students. In a very real sense, then, the slave controls the slave driver, the child, the parent, the patient, the therapist, the citizen, the government, the communicant, the priest, the employee, the employer, and the student, the teacher. B.F. Skinner, 1971.
Yes. Give me just a moment here. Gotta shut this off. Yep, the truth about control. Two sides of the same coin. Okay, so what I need is... it is in fact impossible to draw a line that doesn't go through there. What I can do is draw a line that goes through there in the direction that I actually can step through there, which is this way. It doesn't the line itself does not necessarily need to take a turn there, and in fact it can't. The Tetris piece precludes that. So what I need to do is simply draw the line in such a way that I can get in there somehow. Like say through there. And then the path just happens to be where I can step out afterward. Along those lines, no pun intended. So if I were to... oh, but I can't go straight through it to start. So the line... no, can do. But then I have the... oh, well, I just kind of mysteriously included the black here. I can totally do it the other way. Yeah. So something along those lines is what I would actually need to move into the next room, if I'm not mistaken. Because, yeah, then I can step across there. I've circumvented the... Oh. Oops. But then I draw the line through the frickin' bottom of the... Even that doesn't work. And that's the wrong objective anyway. I need to end up on the left, not on the right. To start with. Okay. The line cannot go through here or here in a manner that I have to step across. Nope. That will actually force me to go in through a bad side of that segment. There's only so many ways I can go around this piece. That, I think, will do it. We can go in through here. We skip past that segment, come out here. There we go. Finally, what's in the garbage? Wood chips. Oh, nice. Sort of the layout of the place. Some elements of it's like a workshop. Audio log.
2 major schools of Zen exist in Japan, the Rinzai and the Soto. Both have the same goal of seeing the world unmediated, but their approaches are different. In the Soto school, the emphasis is on quiet contemplation in a seated position without a particular focus for thought. The method in the Rinzai school, however, is to put the intellect to work on problems that have no logical resolution. Such problems are known as koans, from the Chinese kengan, meaning public announcement. Some are mere questions. For example, when your mind is not dwelling on the dualism of good and evil, what is your original face before you were born? Others are set in a question and answer form, like, what is the Buddha? Answer, 3 pounds of flax, or the cypress tree in the courtyard, to name but 2 of the classic responses. According to tradition, there are 1,700 such conundrums in the Zen repertoire, and their common aim is to induce a kind of intellectual catastrophe, a sudden jump which lifts the individual out of the domain of words and reason into a direct, non-mediated experience known as Satori. Zen differs from other meditative forms, including other schools of Buddhism, in that it does not start from where we are and gradually lead us to a clear view of the true way of the world. It is not a progressive system in this respect. The sole purpose of studying Zen is to have Zen experiences, sudden moments, like flashes of lightning, when the intellect is short-circuited and there is no longer a barrier between the experiencer and reality. David Darling, 1996.
Ask any Discordian, they'll tell you the answer is 5 tons of flax! I do not want subtitles muddying up the screen. Has this not been made clear enough to you already? I haven't had them on all this time. I'm not going to turn them on now. That's a bad joke, and you know it. Huh. Doesn't really help me too much, does it? Oh, when I latch on, well, at least now when I latch on I can see it straight up, right? Yeah, that's what I tried to do before, something like that, but the center cell being white... I have to draw the line from here. Because I need it to follow a path. The white needs to be on the inside. I need to go in a direction. This frickin' pole. Oh, come off it already! Are you kidding me? Really? Not even at this angle? You really are a jerk. Can the line possibly go any other way? White needs to go on the inside. Because I'm drawing mirrored lines. As soon as I do... Yeah. That frickin'... Hold on. Okay, that actually does work. Alright. Are you kidding me? Of course not. Why would you be? From this angle, the pipes are only covering whites, so I use that as a guide. Here we go. Oh, I bet you think you're funny, don't you? Just a barrel of laughs. Can't see an exit from there anyway. It might actually be solvable from here. And it failed, and I don't know why. There must be another... Oh. Okay. Why did I miss that? That will go through that. I need to go through... There we go. Woo! Yes! Alright. So, now I need to draw this main route. Oops. That was scary. To draw this main route one more time. No, really, turn the corner. There you go. Okay, in such a way that I can exit out the right instead of the left, and that's actually a trivial alteration. I only need to change the very end of the line to go the other way. I can just do that. Okay. So what hell awaits us further down? Oh, neat! Oh, you know what I'm thinking, right? To do it from this. Not from where there's a bar the whole time. Ooh. Windmill designs here. To the tree house. It's like a microcosm. I'm assuming there's no normal way down from here, but it's a great perspective. See the lady from the side here. Any freaking ley lines around here? It's a nice view, nice perspective. I'm just trying to see if there's anything I could see from here that I wouldn't have seen from any other angle by now. Apparently not. Alright. Lower rooms. It just flashes. Just cycles through colors. That's a neat way of picturing those. Ooh, you're testing me. Really testing me. Okay. I've got 2 stars. These match. Okay, So it should be like that? Okay. Cute. Well, when this actually matches up with this, as it does at one point during the cycle, you can tell that these two are the same color, these two are the same color. And then you can compare from there. Yeah, this is a this is good old-fashioned Robotron color cycling here. Initial tests indicate seizure worthy. Huh. Let's see. If I to sever those. To go around. Yeah. Will that cut it? No. It's hard to tell. Oh, I totally left those in together. I can't do that. That's not a pair. And drawing the corner in that way forces me to not do anything about it. Oh, now I can't draw the Tetris piece properly. Doesn't work either. To draw a line straight through here. There we go. Rainbow! Oh, ho, 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 ho. Full on! Perfect double rainbow! Oh, ho, ho, ho. This actually seems fairly straightforward. So we've got 5 yellow squares, 4 cyan, 3 magenta. And I think I can just kind of just balls to the wall. Yeah. Ooh. Looks like I've been invited into an interesting place. I was waiting for that opportunity. I knew that one was going to be a thing. I was waiting long and hard for that one. It's like, I'm gonna draw a line on the underside of this. I know I am. A lot of games you unlock concept art as you go. It's usually in a separate gallery option in the menu. I love how they just put it in the game here. Audio log. You mentioned subtitles, I'm booting you out of here.
You see, a motif is this. He put his hands together, drew them apart, the 10 fingers open, then slowly, very slowly, brought them together again, clasped them, squeezed them tightly, meshing them. That's what one should try to achieve. If one hand is held too high or too low, it won't work. Not a single link should be too slack, leaving a hole through which the emotion, the light, the truth can escape. You must understand that I work on the whole canvas, on everything at once. With one impulse, with undivided faith, I approach all the scattered bits and pieces. Everything we see falls apart, vanishes, doesn't it? Nature is always the same, but nothing in her that appears to us lasts. Our art must render the thrill of her permanence along with her elements, the appearance of all her changes. It must give us a taste of her eternity. What is there underneath? Maybe nothing. Maybe everything. Everything, you understand? So I bring together her wandering hands. I take something at right, something at left, here, there, everywhere. Her tones, her colors, her nuances. I set them down, I bring them together. They form lines, they become objects, rocks, trees, without my planning. They take on volume, value. If these volumes, these values, correspond on my canvas, in my sensibility, to the planes, to the spots which are there before our eyes, then my canvas has brought its hands together. It does not waver. The hands have been joined neither too high nor too low. My canvas is true, compact, full. But if there is the slightest distraction, if I fail just a little bit, above all, if I interpret too much one day, if today I am carried away by a theory which runs counter to that of yesterday, if I think while I paint, if I meddle, whoosh, everything goes to pieces. Paul Cézanne, as related by Joachim Gasquet, 1921.
Had to try. Ah, flowers. I spent quite a bit of time outside the mountain, doing quite a few things before I came back in here. Alright, so here we go again. Looks like there's an exit panel there, but looks like I'm gonna have to get across to some puzzles there to get that to open. Got some interesting barricading going on. That is a working path. Okay. Oh wow, we're getting fancy now. Okay. I was like, well, that's a trivial puzzle, but now I actually need to solve all of them simultaneously. Okay. Interesting. Okay, good. They will let me lock onto it from further away. And now I believe those are stars. Yes, they are. Okay. And I need to have the two purples together. So I basically just need to do that. And then draw the rest as I had it before. Wait, that's not the right shape. There we go. No, wait, the greens don't line up now. Crap! Two colors of star do not need to be separated out from each other, but the two colors of square do. If I do that, I've severed them. This is definitely interesting. There's no doubt about that. I need to go through this intersection to make sure that this cell and this cell are separated from each other. Got these two Tetris pieces to deal with. I cannot separate those pairs of stars. Okay, I'm picturing something that might work. Nope. As I look a little further ahead and see that oh, hold on. Maybe with just a slight alteration. I've got to go through that intersection.
Another visitor.
Crab, thank you for that follow. I greatly appreciate it.
Stay forever.
Enjoy your stay here. That is not going to do what I want it to do. That should work. No, I don't go through that intersection. I can't just go through that and isolate that cell though, because then I separate out the... Okay, this is how the line ends. It needs to start by going out that way and then up here. Okay. And then draw in everything exactly as I had it. Okay. Now what? Oh! No! That changes the solution again!
Stay forever.
That expression is actually borrowed from Blackadder. It's not a bad plan, Baldric, but with a slight alteration. Can make it much better. Which usually involved Baldric doing the nasty thing rather than Blackadder. Squares of matching colors can be separated from each other. That is fine. Yeah, all I need here is a slight alteration. I just have to put that one cell on the other side of the line. Okay. So we do this. Okay. And up through there, we draw the backwards H. Oh no, did I... Ah! Nope, that doesn't work. That severs the stars. Ah. Can't do it that way. Ah. I need to... How do I leave these two on the same side of the line, but then put these two cells on different sides of the line, and then still draw in the shape I need to make, and then exit in the top right? Well, I know this much. These two squares here are in the same position as these two squares here, so obviously this one's going to have to be separated out from that one. It's almost a red herring that he flipped the color on that one. That's already sort of a known thing. Although it does mean that we can't have this and this in the same segment, but I don't think that's going to be a... I know what I want to do, but I'm having trouble actually drawing in the line in such a way that it happens as I need it to. So these are both against the outer edge of the grid, and yet these two also are, and they're in closer. Which implies needing to go around this one in some manner, but then I separate the stuff. Ugh. This is like a nightmare. I suppose there might be something I could do where I draw the H in the other order? So I would be... So going this way, and then down from here. Hate it when I have to solve these things in reverse. Interesting how they sort of fade separately from each other like that. That is 100% what I can't have. Am I going to have to completely redraw what I had at the top? I need that corner! No, I totally skirt around that star in that corner there, and I can't do that at all. Yes, absolutely no spoilers or hints. Come on. I did draw this in once before, but then I promptly had to abandon it when I realized trapping in that star I can't get it to... I need to include that cell with it on that side of the line, but then I'm forced to include the black with it, and I can't do that. And I'm fairly certain I can't complete the Tetris pieces from here. Yeah, this is a 4x3 area. I'm forced to hit a corner. Something I've already drawn. That cannot be made to work. Oh, I'm running out of time. I don't get this in a few minutes, I'm going to have to walk away. Come back to it next time. Because I cannot afford to run overtime tonight. This restriction and this restriction seem incompossible. There are ways, I mean, like that works. But then the middle grid here, the Tetris piece grid, I'm totally screwed. I have to run through a corner that I needed to not run through. Don't think there's going to be a solution that involves separating out the two Tetris pieces. Yeah, that's one would be forced to intersect with the other's field anyway. Do that. I'd have to get black on the outside edge, but I'd break the star, so I cannot possibly go in between those. Could go around both. The two sets of stars can be together. It's just that, well, how am I going to draw the Tetris pieces inside of that? Because I need to include the green. So I can somehow... Oops, come on. Oh crap, how did I have it go? No, wait, that's the wrong... No, that separates out the stars in that grid. I had it! I had it and then I lost it. freaking had it. At least I thought I did. It seemed like whatever I had, if I just added in that one bend at the bottom, it'd be fine. Oh, I don't go through the... Oh, did I actually separate out? I did separate out the stars with that. I didn't go through the necessary dot. There's something distracting me. Much better. Let's see. I have to go through this intersection. Pieces have to... I feel like I'm getting closer to solving these two together, but then something back here ends up breaking. Can I have those be tilty pieces? Could that be a thing? Now that separates out the two colors of... Damn it! if those were tilty, I think it would open up options. Which I suppose would actually make it harder to solve, potentially, but... No, there's no value in doing that whatsoever. If I had this line drawn from the other side... I need to go through there. Does this do what I think it does? No. Okay. That leaves you unresolved. Oh, I only have one way to the exit. Yeah, I know! The fact that there's another panel to the right of this is very disconcerting to me. My hope is that whatever I put in here now just happens to match that. If it doesn't, it's just like, oh my word. need more beer in me. Weren't you shown a copy of my biography? I'm Dorkdom's most famous teetotaler. As for how I am, well, a little tired, more than a little distracted. But I am enduring. And I do have a very hard time limit on myself here. I should probably be pulling the plug now, but I'm going to give it like maybe 10 more minutes. I want to see if I can solve this. But if I can't, I'm just going to have to walk away, and maybe I'll be able to solve it in my sleep or something. I actually do need to turn in at a decent hour today. Nope, that separates out the stuff. I'm having the same old problems again. That would only work if I could somehow get the line from here. And it would need to not isolate the green up top. How do I draw the freaking... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. If I add in a deke here and then draw this in... Yes! Yes! Okay. There's one more section left. This board looks really, really worn. Okay. Alright. Yes. Okay. It's exactly what I just had with one small alteration. All I need to do is not screw this up as I draw it. Okay. It goes out here. Oops. In through there. Then we draw in the H. Yes! Oh! Ah! Really? There's a second solution to all of this together? I suppose that's not too surprising. Thank you. Alright. So... that has gotten me back up to here. This is a separate panel for the same grid. Oh dear. Oh my word. Hey Kevster, good to see you here. It draws a separate line and it's blocked by the first one. I'm gonna call it here because I don't even want to start to think about this one right now. I'm done. This can wait a week, possibly more. We are, yeah. This is, yeah. This is the game telling me you're done for the night. I'm just gonna call it there. Let me sign off first, Brimcon, and then you can go ahead and ask that. Yeah, I will pick this game back up again probably next week on Thursday. This is something that I find I both anticipating and dreading in equal measure, but regardless, I feel compelled to press onward. As far as tomorrow, well, my time zone tonight is concerned, I will be, I don't know if I will be able to stream or not. I've already canceled Free For All Friday as a precaution because I cannot guarantee it. I don't want there to be people showing up at 9:30 when I can't. So and I won't be able to give more reasonable advance notice. I'm not really going to be able to know until much later tomorrow. So I'm just going to say no, I will not do my request tonight. If I can, I will actually try to do a stream, but it will be something other than a request night. I won't be picking a platform. If I do manage to stream, it may be earlier than I normally do or later than I normally do. And what I would actually like to stream is the PS1 game Incredible Crisis, which I was, shall we say, compelled to fire back up again recently. On a possibly related note, if you are around on Saturday, that's Lord BBH's Viewer's Choice Extravaganza for MAME Roulette that he'll be doing again. If you would like to actually get a request in for that, let him know that on Twitter. That would be wonderful. I will certainly be there. That's how I'm going to be spending much of my time on Saturday. I'll be watching him do that if I can. As much of it as I can, at least. I'll certainly be hosting him. And, yeah. The way things are in my life right now, I can't really make any promises as to what might happen one week to the next. But right now, at this moment in time, I think that, for the most part, my schedule will, at least until some point, probably coming in a couple months, where I have to make some sort of major overhaul, my schedule should calm back down a bit. But, yeah, I can't make any promises. I saw it when you asked the question. I'll get to that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to say before I call it here, and I don't think there is. Apart from the one individual who has been constantly ignoring me and trolling me in chat during all of this, I do greatly appreciate you all being here and sharing this very peculiar experience with me. I hope that you can join me again when I pick this back up again, which will hopefully be next week. All that remains of me is to say, take care. Enjoy yourselves out there as much as you can. Never forget to play. I'll catch you next time.